Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News for Wednesday, March 4. I am Carrie Simpson. A special welcome to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
More Jamaicans eligible to clear their criminal records. JDF seizes over 2,200 pounds of marijuana in maritime operation. And later in sports, Jamaica's under-20 team qualifies for CONCACAF Championships.
Now the details. The government says rehabilitated Jamaicans will now have greater opportunities to clear their criminal records under new amendments to the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act, which have officially taken effect. Addressing this morning's post-cabinet press briefing, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck explained that the reforms expand eligibility for expungement, allowing persons who received sentences of more than 5 but not exceeding 10 years to apply to have their records cleared after a 15-year rehabilitation period.
In considering such applications, the board must conduct its own inquiries and be satisfied that the applicant has in fact been rehabilitated and that the granting of expungement will not prejudice the interests of justice or national security.
The law also provides for the automatic expungement of certain non-custodial convictions completed before January 2005 once the individual has not reoffended. Some offences previously barred from expungement, including certain drug and property offences, can now be considered by the Criminal Records Board. The government says the changes aim to give rehabilitated individuals a meaningful second chance while maintaining safeguards to protect public safety. We go now to St. Catherine, where Traffic Ticket Day is currently in progress. Our reporter Jamaica Maitland is on location and filed this report.
Now, the process is moving slow but steadily outside the St. Catherine Parish Court, where motorists are lining up to ensure that they take advantage of Traffic Ticket Court Day. Now, barricades have been erected to ensure that the motorists who would have been registered, they're sorted out so they have their appointed court time. Everyone was given a time to appear before the court. Now, 3 additional tents have been erected to supplement the 3 courtrooms that are here at the St. Catherine Parish Court. That's in anticipation of the number of people who are expected to come here today and to benefit from that process.
Right now, I look clean from the judge because I have all that money, you know.
How many traffic tickets you think
you have? Yeah, altogether, probably like 30 or less. If you minus the ones that we pay already.
How many is that?
Pay about 20 already.
This is just one I got in 2023.
What happened then? Why did you not pay?
I was speeding on New Year's Day.
And what happened? Why did you not pay? Like how?
I was complacent, irresponsible, forgot about it, and now I have to pay the price in order to renew my license.
We didn't know how to come and join the next line to verify and all of them things. I just think say them get 10 o'clock, and call your name and you go do your thing and leave. So a lot of people just come here and ask you questions, say slow down the process. But if you have the information prior of what's going to happen, at least you know how to proceed.
Reporting from the St. Catherine Parish Court, I'm Jamaica Maitland. It's back to you in studio.
Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith says as the government continues to monitor the security situation in the Middle East, it is reminding Jamaicans to avoid all travel to the region. She provided an update at Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing.
The government of Jamaica continues to monitor with concern the rapidly evolving security situation in the Middle East, which has further deteriorated in recent days. The government hopes for an immediate cessation of hostilities and urges calm and restraint for the protection of civilian life. The public is reminded of the guidance offered in our most recent advisory to avoid all travel to the region. Nationals already in the Middle East are encouraged to exercise extreme caution and to follow instructions from official sources.
Energy Minister Darrell Vaz says he is pleased with the Jamaica Public Service JPS in delivering on its pledge to have fewer than 10,000 customers without electricity as at February 28, 2026. He provided an update at Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing.
As of right now, 8,653 customers as of today are still without power. JPS will continue to deploy crews while working 24/7 for the month of March and April to complete restoration. These customers are primarily in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, which sustained catastrophic damage where Melissa made landfall. An additional 5,000 customers are expected to be restored in the month of March. So that would mean that as of the end of March, 3,600 customers will remain without electricity. Those will go into April, and we are looking to close off in April.
As for negotiations for a new all-island electricity license,
but let me remind you that Melissa would have caused us to have a request for an extension of the existing license for up to 10 years. That is what was requested and supported by the multilaterals. Cabinet was updated on progress towards all-island electricity license, which is scheduled to take effect in 2027. In November 2025, the ministry entered a new contract with Francis Maud Associates, representing phase 1 of a structured 3-phase reform process to establish a modernized license framework.
The Jamaica Defense Force JDF says it has seized more than 2,200 pounds of marijuana, valued at about $45 million during a maritime operation along Jamaica's south coast. The JDF says members of the Maritime Air and Cyber Command intercepted a suspicious vessel southwest of Long Bay Beach in Manchester on Tuesday. A search of the vessel uncovered 38 knitted bags containing marijuana, along with several 200-gallon fuel drums. 4 people were detained and handed over to the police, Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division for further processing. The JDF says the operation highlights its continued efforts to secure Jamaica's maritime space. And 4 persons, including 2 women, were shot, one fatally, at a bar at Grass Pond Main Road in Seaford Town, Westmoreland on Tuesday night. The deceased has been identified as 21-year-old Dante Wilshire, a construction worker from the community. According to reports, Wilshire was among a group of patrons at a bar when men traveling in a silver Toyota Axio drove up and alighted from the vehicle. When the shooting subsided, 4 persons were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were transported to hospital where Wilshire was pronounced dead and the other 3 admitted in stable condition. Investigations are ongoing.